Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to share something rather unusual for this channel, but a piece that I really love from a lecture by Matt Kahn. And I'm really curious to know how you feel and think about this piece. When you are sad, you deserve more love, not less. When you are angry, you deserve more love, not less. When you are heartbroken, you deserve more love, not less. When you are frustrated, you deserve more love, not less. When you feel lonely, when you feel lost, when you feel overwhelmed or even on the brink of despair, you deserve more love, not less. When you are unable to reconcile the terms and conditions of your life and to rearrange the moving pieces into a more palatable and comfortable order, despite your best efforts, you deserve more love, not less. And when you continue to remember that life can't be manipulated or controlled, and yet that doesn't seem to prevent you from trying as best as you can over and over again, you deserve more love, not less. This makes me really emotional. Every time I listen to this, it just makes me so emotional, and it makes me think more deeply about how I treat myself when I'm angry, when I'm frustrated, when I fail at something, or when I get into a wrong relationship. The first time I heard this piece, I became curious. I wanted to know why we treat ourselves the way we do. Then I realized that as we grow up, we set a set of standards or criteria for ourselves that is based mostly on others, especially our parents' opinions, judgments, beliefs, and all that. The beliefs that they don't even know how they got those beliefs themselves. And sometimes those beliefs are not that serious for them. Like my mom sometimes gets surprised by a belief that I have, even though I thought that I got it from her. Then we take in those opinions and those beliefs, and they shape an image of who we think we are supposed to be. Then we spend the rest of our lives, our precious lives that we only get to have once, trying to live up to that image at the expense of our authenticity and our happiness. When we internalize those standards, many of us become as harsh and as critical as those who judged us, who criticized us, who hurt us because we didn't meet their expectations. And for many, even though those people are not physically around us anymore, their voices still linger in our mind, and that voice makes us constantly measure ourselves against their standards, and that makes life really sad. We lose our passion for life, we lose our vibrancy, we lose that sense of playfulness, we lose that sense of aliveness. But what is sadder than that, we look at ourselves and we think that we fail at meeting those standards, or we sometimes feel unfulfilled even though we have tried so hard to live up to those standards, and then we think that there is something wrong with us and we want to fix it. We treat ourselves like a problem that needs to be solved. And to fix ourselves, we usually dive into spirituality or psychology or a mix of both. We are looking for that passion that we had before for life. We are looking for that aliveness. We want life to become easy when we go into these psychology or spirituality. But we approach it with thinking that we need to be fixed. And when we approach it this way, we set a set of new standards for ourselves, and new standards based on psychology or spirituality. In spirituality, we keep asking ourselves, why can't I have an out of body experience? Why can't I open my third eye? I'm not fully awakened yet. Or similar things. Or in psychology, we keep asking ourselves, why I keep sabotaging myself? Why I'm not confident? What is wrong with me? And when we do that, that makes us feel unmotivated, discouraged, and exhausted. But worse than all of those, it breaks our heart, our own heart. What we usually miss in this process is the love for ourselves. So we keep trying to live up to that image, and then when we can't, or when we are unfulfilled in spite of becoming that person, then we are trying to find something that is wrong with us and get it fixed as soon as possible. But if we love ourselves enough, then we could approach this process of healing with curiosity, with wonder, thinking about, who am I really? How I came about this way or that way? What do I want? What do I need? How can I be my best friend? When we look at ourselves with that curiosity and wonder, we are ready for that process of healing, and the healing happens on its own and naturally. In this channel, I talk about those mental and emotional patterns that keep coming up in our life and make us miserable. But I realize that the more love I give myself, the more those patterns get resolved on its own naturally. I don't really need to constantly look for things that are wrong with me because of this result or that result that came about in my life, and then try to fix those things. I just need to constantly thinking about how I can be more loving and kind toward myself, and then the rest will fall into place as we want. But sometimes, because we have this kind of thinking, we have this approach of trying to fix things, then even self-love becomes a problem. We keep punishing ourselves for not loving ourselves. You see, when you have that kind of approach, it goes to everything and kind of pollutes our process of healing. But here is the good news. Even if you approach self-love that way, you deserve more love, not less. Even if you keep falling short in your process of healing and you keep judging yourself or not being that loving toward yourself, still you deserve more love, not less. So let's make this our affirmation and repeat it to ourselves, especially when we feel that we are falling short, and tell ourselves, I deserve more love, not less. So no matter what you are going through, no matter how you are approaching your process of healing, no matter how much you have worked on yourself, or no matter how you are feeling right now, you deserve more love, not less. Sending you all my love. Until next time.